They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
These two teams getting a couple of late season tilts this year. Their first meeting was not too long ago, back in week 12. And it was the visiting Saints who got the victory then, so they'll look for the season sweep here in New Orleans. 2nd down, and it's Kamara again. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 18 there, and the Saints have a 1st down.
That's good for us Saints. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Going quickly here to Thomas. So he stopped for no gain, and it'll be 2nd down.
The Saints at 9-7 now on the year. Now, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And 3 yards there, takes him to the 45.
Well, this defense for the Falcons, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
To the right side and complete to Thomas.
And he is going to have a Saints 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say, 200 plus?
You talk about this Falcon defense.
They put together a strong effort last week in the win over the Bears, CD.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. Now they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They run. It's Kamara. And he picks up the 1st before he's taken down at the 29.
Well, that's what's called being aggressive right there. But I don't know that it's reckless. I think it's much more of a message, hey, defense, I believe in you in case we don't get it. And offense, trying to let him know he believes in him as well.
I like it. Your first drive of the game in plus territory, be aggressive. Now they'll throw with Carr.
And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Carr now to throw. Rolling to his right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points.
Falcons 1st and 10 here as Ritter gets them ready.
At their own 25-yard line.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here. On play action, here's Ritter.
Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25.
A run for the first time with Bijan Robinson.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award.
Ritter cannot escape, and they bring him down.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
When you look at the Saints defense,
they're a unit that enters play way down, number 28 in the NFL right now against the run.
And when people talk about facing a challenge, they are certainly getting one in this ball game because they're facing the #1 rushing unit in the NFL, which means it's going to be a contest they've got to be prepared for from the first snap.
So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away.
Deep for New Orleans is Rashid Shaheed.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line. Three 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation.
As Shaheed going to go in motion. Kamara gets it again on 2nd down.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
To throw his car.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
What now? 6-18.
On play action, now Carr.
He completes it to Olave.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's second down.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
This is caught. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A well-executed 22-yard gain. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Now Carr. He's got it. He'll get only 2 there, and it's second and goal.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
In motion left, the tight end.
Kamara is in. Touchdown, New Orleans.
2 good drives on their first 2 possessions. Remember, the first wound up in a field goal, but we all know field goals aren't going to cut it in the NFL, so they're not going to be denied here, and they wind up punching this one into the end zone.
The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows to 10-0. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away.
Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Peyton Turner there on the tackle.
And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
A big play there on the catch and run, 73 yards. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
They'll run with Robinson.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time.
Again, it'll be Robinson.
And he stopped immediately there. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
Third and goal, Ritter with it.
Touchdown! A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Falcons have cut it back within a score.
Now for the point after. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but Let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They run it again with Kamara.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On second down, here's Carr.
Open man left side. Shaheed has it.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
And Shaheed going to go in motion.
Carr now on first down.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And he'll get down to about the 26-yard line.
I thought that was a good call. Passing situation on second down, they hit him with a draw instead and pick up nice yardage.
Yeah, because the draw, they're thinking pass when they see that initially defensively, right?
Well, you know, in today's NFL, most of the time on second and long when it's a passing situation, pass rushers are on the field and they're only thinking one thing, get to the quarterback. And oftentimes you can bypass them with a running play.
And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Here's Kamara off the draw.
And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Carr going to throw.
They'll get this out to Kamara.
And this carry brought to an end at the 8. Good stick skills, just not much room there to operate. Kamara up the middle. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Alvin Kamara
with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year.
And the Saints will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away.
From his end zone, here comes Patterson.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
And a great return, solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
And with decent starting field position, there may be only a couple completions away from field goal range.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
2nd and 10. Ritter will set up to throw it. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. picked off by Paulson Adebo.
And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin.
A 10-point game, 17-7 the score as we get back to it on EA Sports. Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 4. Ritter.
It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
Robinson will try to pick it up.
He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
An audible here to get a new look. Going for it on 4th down. It's Ritter. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side.
Ritter on 1st and 10.
His throw incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying lining up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Striker, 3-3. Ready?
Bootlegging out here. Ritter sliding out of the pocket. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Cameron Jordan showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. That time, it looked like he essentially just ran right into the pass rush.
Yeah, partner, I'm not much of an outdoorsman, but the fish jumped right into the net, didn't he? Because you've got to make sure that you're deep enough that you can get around the defensive end, have an angle there. But he couldn't do it because he actually cut that one off. Really nice play coming off the edge.
Ritter and the Falcons need an answer, and a big play here on 3rd and long following the sack. Robinson up the middle.
And he'll be taken down at the 34. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
Ritter to throw it.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Saints will have the football back. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. On play action, it's Carr. He's going to air one out, and it's intercepted.
Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the Falcons are going to get the football here at their own 23. Ritter and the Falcons now with a 1st and 10
at their own 23.
Now they'll audible to something else.
They begin the drive with Robinson.
That's to about the 28. 2nd down coming up.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6.
17.
Here's Ritter. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Ritter throwing on 3rd down. An ill-advised throw there, and it's intercepted.
It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. Slot man moves right. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Jesse Bates made the tackle from his safety spot.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Second down, and it's Kamara again.
And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play.
They'll come up now, 3rd and 3.
Again, it's Kamara. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
As Shaheed going to go in motion.
A give to Kamara running right. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today.
Excellent play there by Arnold Ebiketie to meet him behind the line for a loss.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
On second down, Kamara. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Calling no gain there, and it brings forth a 3rd and long. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
He's got his running back out of the backfield.
Touchdown, Saints.
Alvin Kamara,
33 yards.
and the Saints are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter.
Now the try here for the point after. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away.
And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the 4th.
38. Ready.
Ritter now on second down.
And he's taken down here by the Saints.
More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. Ritter and the Falcons need an answer, and a big play here on 3rd and long following the sack.
They'll drop to throw. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Falcons.
Racey McMath.
An 80-yard touchdown.
And the Falcons have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
And it's no good. No, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
Taken at the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed.
It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll make it second down. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
135 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1. I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground, keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
Now Carr throwing on second down. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
Picked by Jeff Okudah. Still going inside the 20.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
They'll let Robinson try and run, but he will not get in here. He's stopped up short of the goal line, and this will remain a 5-point game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And now this fourth quarter becoming very interesting. That pick six makes this a one-score game. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how aggressive they choose to be.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Trying to run down some clock with Kamara. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Throwing his car on third down.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
29.
Throwing on first down is Carr. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack.
Calais Campbell gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front.
And that'll be marked down as their first sack of the game.
Well, they had 6 last week, and this offense did its homework, didn't it? Because they saw all that pressure, and they really worked hard to tamp it down and beat it back. And they did a great job in the first half. But now they've gotten their first sack here in the second half. Look out. They'll try to increase the pressure.
Well, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop them here.
Kill. Express.
To throw, it's Carr. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. Here comes the Saints punter now as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time.
And it will be Falcon football. Here's 1st and 10. Ritter wants to throw it. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to it. This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job here of limiting that and keeping him from the first down.
They stopped him in his tracks. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape.
We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
Shreds him with a stiff arm. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Express.
They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
And this is where the mental part of the game comes into play. Defense is out of timeouts. Just hold on to the football. No sense really trying to score. They should be able to run this one out.
Carr down to a knee, and that ought to just about do it.
We all just got a heck of a show, partner. This was a close game for a long time. Close at half, close down the stretch. Home team finds a way to get it done, a narrow victory.
Yeah, they finished with a flourish, didn't they? Because there are times where each side looked like they were...
Listen, the past bananas, but I haven't seen it. You thought it was over, you bragging ignorance, you lack the vision. I'm sacrilegious, I feel my wrath. Did you ever offended my clearly crafted mission with crass intentions? You may have given the credit so they can save now. This ain't the end and you might as well go and lay down. Make way to witness the heights are going, I'm paid down. You pray for distance from guys like me, it's too late now. Preparation beats opportunity, no? Being great as ambiguity, no? Too much at stake for your foolery, is it though? Keep on hating, it's fuel to me, did you know? What have I done? What are my motives? What am I thinking? What are you thinking? What's to be done? Who needs a motive? I won't be defeated. They don't want to see it, don't want to believe it, but no one will stop to the most uneven. I'm close to achieving my goals. I'm needing to show them everything that I believe in.
I ain't here to fight, Phil.
I got everything to lose.
Cheat codes, I'm flattered, but I don't need those.
I ain't playing by the rules. I ain't playing with you. Show you what these hands are doing. I ain't playing with you. Keep playing, I'ma show you what these hands are doing. Hold up. Beautiful tragedies happen, one for the evening. No umbrella can shelter the way I storm on your weekends. I'm not interested, I wanna form an allegiance. I'm simply captivated on how you more my achievements. One screw away from feeling I'm gonna lose it. So who's to blame if I cultivated a movement? Stupid claims I'm a lunatic and I'm clueless, but you'll rule the day when I'm doing this for amusement. Preparation means opportunity, yes. Being great is ambiguity, yes. Too much at stake for your foolery, this a test. Keep on hating, it's fuel to me, I ain't stressed. You gonna stop me? Well, ain't that so? Ain't nothing gonna block me from the pain I know. You have no other choice but to watch me reap the flames I grow. You probably think that I'm ungodly, but I ain't that though.
But I ain't here to fight fair.
I got everything to lose.
Cheat codes, I'm flattered, but I don't need those.
I ain't playing by the rules. I ain't playing with you. Show you what these hands are doing. I ain't playing with you. Keep playing, I'ma show you what these hands are doing. We ain't even. They ain't submit when you daydreaming. Came needing to eat, I ain't eating in 8 weeks. And my mouth's watering like I stay teeth. And you can't reason with the animal that's loose and my brain's tweaking. You don't really know me. If you think you do get amnesia, got a problem, I'm subtracting you like a mad teacher. I'm that lethal like a threat to a mass preacher. I send you up to Christ if you crossing your act evil. Preparation means opportunity, maybe. Being great is ambiguity, baby. Too much at stake for your foolery, ain't it crazy? Keep on hating, it's fuel to me, you won't faze me. You ain't really hard like you imagining. Bragging about being toxic, but you ain't really that hazardous. Rap God, if you don't believe in me, then it's blasphemous. Everything that you are is an acronym to my adjectives.
But I ain't here to fight fair.
I got everything to lose.
Cheat codes, I'm flattered, but I don't need those.
I ain't playing by the rules. I ain't playing with you. Show you what these hands are doing. I ain't playing with you. Keep playing, I'ma show you what these hands are doing.
Why would I hold up my run for ransom when my scope like Richard Branson. Since the basement making anthems over seasons with the man in black is seasoned with my Panthers. Pretty girl, she think I'm handsome. Just coasting through these mantras. I'm not bossing, I'm advancing. Keep it moving, tryna be on before below. Wanna be intimate with soul, explore this war before I go. And that's some hours in my bench way. Now it's like work for 10K, all cause it is pen gaming. Been insane in the membrane since them days.